If you didn't watch last episode, what I'm about to share with you may not make any sense to you. So go back, watch last episode. I'm actually gonna put it on the card up there. So anyway, last night I wanted to record this, but I was just too tired to do it. When I read the headline, I think I got it in an email from Fast Company. It's a Fast Company article, and this when I saw the headline, I was like, wow, I got to dive deeper. It says smaller family companies lead innovation in worldwide. I'm like, wait, small family companies lead innovation? Because when you think about it, usually when you think innovation, you're thinking, Silicon Valley, these tech hubs, and researchers, a team of business experts, basically did a global analysis, and they found that family-owned, family-run firms are probably the most innovative. And the reason why that is the case is because of property rights. And property rights is basically having to, some countries have better property rights than others, meaning that the probability of their idea being stolen, because there's legal frameworks in place, there's things in place, policies in place that allows ideas just to be, insulated and protected. And surprisingly, Finland was number one on the list. And the United States, where I'm at, is number 12. But anyway, that's not the point I'm going to make. The point I want to really make is why these companies are innovative. So I'm going to use my AI right here that reads the article. Yeah, so the innovation really comes from family businesses that want to pass their companies on to the next generation. So that's where the innovation comes in play, which really took me by surprise because I would have never thought about it like that. And in this research that I'm doing about the silver tsunami and really picking my spot on private equity and how I want to play in the game, um, these patterns are starting to emerge. And this right here it's helping me crystallize more where I want to pick my spots. So with that said, I was excited to share this with you this morning as I drink my morning coffee. I don't know. I don't have an answer for this yet. I haven't deep dived into this yet. I'm just literally reading it on the surface. I was excited about the headline, and this is just another breadcrumb that I wanted to document and put on record as these patterns start to emerge. Heading to my office. So when I look at these small businesses, as you see here, like everything looks different now in terms of like these small businesses. Now that I walk past every day, it's almost like my eyes are open to opportunity. And this is not just happening here where I live, but it's just happening all over. Here we go again, all these small businesses here. With that last piece that I shared with you, it just really opened my eyes. Ironically, this air conditioning and refrigeration company, Howard's, I know this family business has been around for a long time. I had really good friends that work for this company right here, this family-owned business. I actually know the family of that business. But again, put in the comments, I want to hear from you. Do you know anyone that has a small business, and how long have they had it for? Do you know anyone that has a small business, and how long have they had it for? As I was at the coffee shop, the patterns, like I was saying earlier, are starting to reveal themselves. I know this makes, and I get my best ideas on napkins. If I can put it on a napkin, like I said before, and simplify it as much as possible, that's a good starting point. So it just flowed out as I was sitting at the coffee shop. All this flowed out. This probably makes no sense to you. It's not going to. I really don't want it to make sense to you, but I just want to show you and put it on record and document. But with that said, to whom much is given, much is expected. So when these ideas do come, you can almost expect resistance to come. and probably from the most unlikely sources. I think when patterns reveal themselves, the patterns compound. So I just got off the phone with a guy. He owns a facility management company. Looking at his website right now, and he was telling me that his business has been around for 60 years. And as I was talking to him, he said something that kind of blew my mind. I had to ask him more questions. He said, "Yeah, we're not looking to sell." He's like, "Our business has been around for 60 years, and it's going to be around for another 100 years." And he was like, "Yeah, I got 3 kids and I got 4 great grandchildren that are going to still continue the business." And I immediately said, asked him, I said, "So with the new hardware, AI, crypto, all these different, as these 4 different things converge, like, are you positioned to, ride those waves over the next 100 years?" Because I said to him, "I'm sure your grandkids and your great grandkids will have the challenge and the task to, navigate his business that was started 60 years ago, which I'm sure he got from, it was passed down to him." And he was like, "Yeah, we're already putting those things in place as we speak, so that they're all set up for success," basically what he told me. And that was the first call of the day. That was the very first call of the day. I should have recorded it as it was happening, because it was just like, it blew my mind when he said, "Yeah, my industry is going to be around for another 100 years." And he has the foresight to see those 100 years through the eyes of his kids and his great grandkids and his great grandkids. That goes back to the original. I just thought about it now. That goes back to the original idea that I started this whole episode off with, is innovation in small businesses to pass it on to the next generation. That literally was proof in the pudding. So the theory that I'm reading, I'm starting to see that collide with reality, with reality. What I need you to do, if this is something that's interesting to you, that's intriguing you, I need you to go on Google right now, and I want you to Google silver tsunami. Silver tsunami. Go on Google and Google it. And put it in the comments what your thoughts are once you read more about it. Let me know. It starts here, and then it goes to here. On a napkin, and then I begin to build a model to visualize it. I was just listening to this speech that Mark Zuckerberg gave, and he was talking about ideas, and sometimes the misnomer is you think that ideas are just going to just come out like in this eureka moment, but that's not the case. Ideas really, you don't see it clear at first, and it takes time, and sometimes it could take decades for it all to come together and it all to make sense in your mind. Having the right people here, come over here, having the right people around you. Even when Sage and I have our conversations,
I want to go. Dad, can we go to the dinosaurs?
No, it's not open. Even when we have our conversations, we're talking about ideas that may be planted in her head, and she may not see the result of that idea until she's a teenager or adult. But I said all that to say, I'm done for the day. We're heading home. If I were you, I would subscribe, because who knows what's going to happen in the next episode as she's running. All right, with that said, peace.